Hello, my name is Jupiter Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with the Bit Jam. The Bit Jam had a couple of rules. The first one was 1-bit color, which means you cannot use more than 2 colors in your game, a 1 pixel by 1 pixel display, which can be upscaled to anything but cannot display more than 1 color at a time, and no audio. I'll be playing all of the games entered in this jam for about a minute each. Links to the individual games in the description so you can check them out further. This is going to be quite interesting. If you want to check me out, all my info is also in the description. Thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting. We're checking out Morseroulette. So basically you go onto this website and it connects you with someone else on the website and you're going to use Morse code to communicate. I've set Lewis up to do it with me so he's connected in another room on another computer.
Yep.
Alright, and you can use Morse code. That's what those little beeps are. I know nothing about Morse code though. Oh, my whole screen changes color when you do it to me. Is this a long message, Lewis? Do you know any Morse code?
Do
you know any Morse code?
Not. I do know some, but not really. Like, I don't know. What I mean by that is I know about half the alphabet because haven't used it in nearly a decade.
Did you learn it in school?
Yeah.
We're not even taught Morse code as a thing. I had to Google it on my own wonder and figure it out like when I was 15.
You know what it is, right?
Well, I didn't learn in school though. I Googled it. It's
So,
like
if you go
it's like a long time ago. Some guy in a ward tapped on a little metal thing, and it made noises at the other end, and that's how we communicate.
No.
It's like a little metal thing, like symbols.
Yeah, but Morse code is just a series of like tones.
Yeah, but are they different tones? I thought there was just 2 tones. There was little tone and then long tone.
Short and long, that's it.
Yeah, that's not an alphabet, but okay.
Yeah, it is.
That's 2 things. That's A and B. Anyway, that's my knowledge on Morse codes. This is a really neat idea. I like the fact that you can basically be paired with like anyone who's on the site. Morse code would be hard for me to understand though.
Totally send you a name in Morse code.
No thanks. We're playing Morse Nav. Basically, we are a navigator in charge of guiding a ship through an unknown stretch of water while the ship can only contact you by Morse code. Contains flashing pictures. You take out, tells me right here. Right. You can move your ship on an 11 by 11 grid. Some cells are blocked and can't be moved on. In Morse Nav, you can't see the grid, though. Every time you try to move in a direction, the ship responds by transmitting a new position. If the new position is one you moved into, can be certain that the cell is free. If the new position is the same as the last one, you know that the cell you moved into is occupied. You should use a piece of paper to log where you've already been. The ship sends its coordinates in Morse code. The first number represented its horizontal position. The second one is its vertical position. In this case, the ship would send 2, 4, so line 2, column 4. Alright, arrow keys. That's all. Alright, so you start at 5, 5. Well, these games really need some graph paper, basically, to figure stuff out. Alright, so I've gone like over. That little end that kind of scares me. I never know. I'm not sure to count that. Okay, so that was a different number. This is quite an interesting game. Takes a lot of listening. I wish I had graph paper so I could really figure stuff out. It seems like a really neat idea, though. I understand the whole having graph paper, printing out that little map. It's kind of neat that one of these squares is going to the duck, so I'm leading it to a square, but I'm not even sure which square that is. So it adds a lot of challenge to it. Next. We're playing 1-bit maze. In the options here, I turned on Bit Jam. So just letting you know. Either way, if you're not getting stuck, hellfire it, so we'll do either way. Here's the maze we'll pick. I have no idea what I'm doing. Ooh. Oh. I feel like I'm running into walls. Oh. Nope. That's probably a wall. That's a wall. Did I die? What's shop? Oh, I can buy more colors. I don't have money for that actually. Game mode. I'm not sure though, because there were no instructions. If stuff means I'm hitting the wall or not. It's like right now I'm hitting down arrow, and I'm like obviously walking. Maybe, but I'm not hitting a wall. Maybe I messed this up. I like the idea that we can buy different backgrounds so we can change the color, and I like that it's got a different game modes, including the mode made for the gem. It's a very simple game, but it's quite challenging and quite nice, and there's a great variety of different mazes to conquer. Next. We're playing Bunker Escape. Alright, I lowered that down quite a bit. This is another game that relies a hell of a lot on Morse code. So basically you're a rescue radio operator living in a post-apocalyptic wasteland of Canada. Every day you sit in a room full of radios tuned in to different broadcasts, monitoring the surrounding areas. One day you hear an SOS tapped out in Morse code. You assume there are other means of communication are down, thus only limited to sending and receiving messages in Morse code. You begin talking to the person manning the communications room and learn that in order to get them out, you must discover a 4-digit code to open the door to their room. Let them out. They also tell you there are 2 more doors beyond theirs in order to escape from the bunker. The code feature is based off the personal information of the people trapped inside. So there are a bunch of different characters in the manual, and they each have sort of a call sign, and then there's also a bunch of questions that you can do, and then a dictionary to help you learn Morse code if you're like me and just suck. So basically, I'm gonna try this. H, 1, 2, oh, how do I do this? Oh no, back. That's H. Maybe. E. L. L. O. Paraphrasing answer. Okay. I don't think I did this right. It recommends using a paper and a pencil, of course. I find it really cool there are all of these... Ooh, that's the main window. That there are all of these different people that you're going to be interacting with depending on what door you get to, because there's quite a few. I don't know. What is your name? I think is the thing I'm supposed to be questioning. That's a lot of letters. So maybe if I just put 1 in. I don't know. I feel like I'm not Morse coding hard enough. Seems like a really nice game if you know Morse code, or at least better at it than me. You do have a dictionary to help you along, though. Next. We're playing the game 1,8. This says we've been unable to ascertain the artifact's goals. We have tentatively classified it as a game. This designation may be a mistake. 0 or more of the following statements may be true. It wants us to determine what it does. It wants us to determine what it is. It wants only to be used. So it also gave me a load of stuff. So there was walk is arrow keys. Ooh. That's different. And then we have leap, which could be Q, P, Z, M. Alright, I can see those are corners. Mark, fill, grow, stir, flip, tear. So we need to be methodical, see what happens, and it'll also stomp on my keyboard. It'll also be... Ooh. That's just kind of flashing without me doing anything. So what if I leap? I think I leaped over it. Probably should have grown it. Oh wait, we're back at it. Alright. So what if we grow it? Nothing. What if we stir it? Oh. This is weird. I feel like I'm trying to figure out what it is, what the thing is that we're interacting with. What happens if we tear it? Ooh. No, it just sounds dead. Yeah, if you tear it, they seem to just flatline. What if I flip it? Nope. Here's another one. Flip you. Nothing. What if I mark you? Oh, he didn't seem happy about that. This is really interesting. And I like the way it's set up. It did issue a command, and the command is, be an artist, it is fun. So, sounds quite interesting. Next. We're playing a Bit of Humour. This game not only has a manual, but also has a little document of cheats. Humor medicine is not simple, especially for a novice like you. Alas, here you are with a patient dying, well, soon anyway, in your hands. Here's some general tips. The first item in each section generally decreases the humor, second generally regulates it, while the third item generally increases it. Everything else written is just a bit of description, really. I mean, humors are complicated, and I'm sure it can be helpful, but I'm sure it'll be fine whether you read it or not. Read them or don't. Best of luck, and if you're confused, wing it. So basically, that's a patient. We've got different medicines, and we can give it to them. If we see a black screen, though, because I just gave them some medicine, they died. So we done fucked that up. Yeah, they died. There's lots and lots of stuff you can give them, and lots of medical details. And it looks pretty cool, but we gotta restart it. I really like the manual in this game, for the record, because it's got like really fun things about the patients, like Miss Scarlet. Sex is female, her conditions were like diarrhea and dehydration. Her diet's I crave everything, likes new episodes of Jessica Jones, dislikes off-brand cosmetics, and there's just little details to everything. That was just one heartbeat. Oh, and you died. Oh, I gave him some stuff and now he's really beeping. Oh wow, that's okay, steady-ish. Are you dead? No, you're white. No, I think he's dead. Oh no. Next. We're playing Why Write a Letter You'll Never Send. In this game, it's basically like an exercise to make yourself feel better, and the idea is to write your negative comments towards other people or stuff that you would normally put out on the internet or put out online that's not nice, just into the screen where it'll never be sent. And the idea is it'd be less harmful because a lot of people type comments without thinking of who they're affecting. So, in this game, that's what it sounds like as I type. So, I type pretty fast for a person. All my comments out in this, so I wouldn't be likely to stress myself, well, stress other people, I guess. Other people out by typing them to them. So it's just kind of an exercise of almost like screaming into a pillow to like make yourself feel better, which is a nice idea. And I like how it sounds like my keys are being destroyed. Next. We're playing the game Run. They're after you. Run. And so basically, you need to hit left foot, right foot. And start screen after death. Alright, so I died. Alright, so you need to press left foot, right foot to move left to right, and then occasionally there will be stuff in our path that will make our vision red, and we have to vault jump over it, like that. So you've kind of got to go faster as you pick up pace. while you're being chased, which feels quite good on the keyboard to do. And I like the fact that there are things in our way to like keep us sharp and watching the screen. And that's what those obstacles are that we're jumping over. Slowing down because my fingers are cramping up. Okay, I want to see my score, so I'll let myself be caught. Seconds alive 44, obstacles vaulted 9. Wow, that was pretty good. It's a very well made, well executed game. Next. We're playing Lost at Sea. This game's got lots of different things that you can adjust, which I appreciate very much. Like you can adjust the speed that you receive messages at, which I probably will adjust to quite slow. And you will also be able to adjust the contrast and just a load of stuff. So basically, your boat is on a moonless night hour from hours away from any shore. You spot through the misty air a blinking light in the distance. Slowly you recognize its pattern as Morse code. Transfixed, you watch the light and maybe you respond yourself. So the person replying does very simple answers like yes, no, why, sorry. Or sometimes doesn't answer you at all, and you don't have to answer back either. You can press enter for your turn. So I'm going to type hi, I think. They have a nice reference of the Morse code library. Hi, he can't really answer, so let's try are you there? So one long one for A, and then R, A, which is short, long, short, and short R. I don't know how to do spaces in Morse code. Next one's long, short, long, long, it's followed by long, 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 followed by short, short, long, and then T, that was T, H is 2, 3, 4, that's E, R, and then E. 1, 2, 1, 2. I wish I was better at seeing these. I feel like he gave me 3 letters. More letters. It'll just keep going on loop until you hit enter. I wish that I knew more of where the start and the end of the loop is, but it's totally not their fault because I could have slowed it down. I find this to be quite interesting because they can only reply to me in such little phrases, so I know I'm not going to get too caught up in trying to find this longer phrase. I should probably write down how to do yes, no, who, why, and sorry just in Morse code so that I recognize it better, but I appreciate how much they've allowed the player to customize this as well. And the little story is quite cool. Next. We're playing ABR. We're communicating with something. It's our job to find out what that something wants. So we can use our keyboard, press space to start, and then use our keyboard, just all of the keys, to try to hit that thing, or try to communicate with that thing. So as it's going the distance, it'll flash, and then if it's hit the target, then it'll do a long flash. That looks like a faster flash. So I don't know if any of these keys are helping. Oh, that's a very fast flash. That one's not. So this is how far away the thing is. So it's very far away from G. This is you essentially making choices. And then there's also checkpoints that you'll get an even longer flash will signify you making a checkpoint. If you hit too many keys without finding the right one, it'll take you back, and you can also change the foreground and background colors and add a buzzer if you'd like. I'm going to play around with this for a second. I like those ones. I think it's shift to do a buzzer. Left shift. Oh, that's quite cool. Right, so, I don't know. That one went really fast, then hit it. It sounded like... I don't know. I want to know what it wants. It's so mysterious. It's a really well thought out idea and game concept. Next.